Good evening and welcome to Frazier Field for senior night. We're waiting for the teams to start. Mike Sokowski, the head coach, he'll be introducing the classical seniors, and there's a bundle. It's a senior-laden team. Danielle Leon was the first one, number one, bringing flowers and greetings to his parents and family. There's a bundle of parents because there's a bundle of seniors. John DeSea, wearing number 2. It's a cold, what a change of, yesterday it was 80, today it's about 40. It is freezing. And the wind is not helping anything either. Pictures taken with the head coach and family. Ben B.A. wears number 4. Everybody posing for pictures, handing out flowers. Ryan Duggan wears number 5. The 6 non-seniors are forming a little walk of honor with the coaches. For the many seniors, and there are many. Cole Finnegan is number 7. Sam Hoanesian, wearing number 8. It will certainly be a rebuilding year for classical next year, with only 6 varsity players coming back. And they lose all their major players. TJ Walsh, where's number 9? Number 11 is Christian Spates. His parents, like brother and sister. And boy, it's cold. Ethan Chevalier, number 12. 15 is Ben Marciano. They're lining up, taking. They would certainly take all from home plate to third base, but they're lining up almost all the way into left field. Kevin Whalen, wearing number 21. Again, pitches being taken, we're winding down. Brady Warren, where's number 22? And this is it, as far as the seniors are concerned. Any honks from everybody? Chris Warren, the vice principal at Classical. It's funny, Chris Warren's the vice principal at Classical. Brady Warren's mother and father went to Lynn English. They're on the Lynn English swim team, his mother. And Chris was a quarterback for the Lynn English team that went to the Super Bowl back when he was a senior. So the seniors have been introduced here at Manning Field. Congratulations to all of them. We wish them outstanding success. They represented their school, their city, their coaches, their parents, everyone involved. They were outstanding in their 4 years at Lynn Classical. We wish them the best in their future endeavors. And whether it's the service or college or the workforce, everybody involved is going to get some great young people in the years to come. So congratulations to all of the seniors. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with baseball. We're back after introducing all the seniors, and there are a bundle of them. We'll start the baseball game. Hit foul past first base. This is Eli Rivera, the shortstop. And Mike Zukowski has let the seniors take the starting roles. Cole Finnegan is on the mound. And we have one umpire, and he's umpiring the game from behind the pitcher's mound. They're having difficulty all over the place getting umpires to show up. So if you're interested, sign up, you can make some money. Swing and a miss. So a swinging strikeout is the first out of the game. And it brings up Lavoy Sanchez. Classical is 14-1. They've won 13 in a row. They're well out in front in the Greater Boston League. Undefeated. Hit the shot. And they wound up having to tag the runner. Ben Marciano over at first, picked a high throw and then tagged the runner. Swing and a miss. This is Yured Rodriguez, the center fielder. We talked about Classical being 14-1. Chelsea, they're trying to rebuild. They've been trying to rebuild for the last 4 years. But they had an event this year. They have one win. And the one win they got this year was their first win in 6 years. And the coach told me they were ecstatic. There were people crying. They were excited. So it's nice to be the program that ends that long winless streak. Swing and a miss for strike three. It's easy enough. Right here in the city of Lynn, we had St. Mary's having 4 teams go to the state final. 2 of them won the state championship. So that's great celebration. Not everybody can do that. You know, there are teams that just play the game to play the game, and they don't have winning seasons. They give it their all. They try hard. But there are different athletes going to different schools. Like, for instance, Chelsea, they've got talking to the coach, they get kids that have to work jobs to help support their families. And there are times when they can't go to games, they can't make practices, and they're in and out. They may even miss some school time to try and earn some money for their families. So baseball is way down the list of things, priorities. They like to do it, they like to play, they have fun, and that's the most important part. Play the game, hope you have fun, and do the best you can. And that's all anybody can ask for. Wins and losses, you know, the St. John Prep, the Everett football teams, and even classical baseball, 14-1. That's all great. But it's not the most important product. We have a first that I've seen this year, first I've seen ever. We have a left-handed catcher and a left-handed shortstop. I've seen a couple of lefty catchers in softball. You see a lot of lefty first basemen, lefty outfielders. You don't see many lefty catchers and lefty shortstops in baseball. For Classical, will be Donnell Leon, the center fielder, leading off. Playing third and batting second, T.J. Walsh. The catcher, Ryan Duggan, will hit third. In the cleanup spot, the first baseman, Ben Marciano. Playing second, hitting fifth, Ben B.A. Ethan Chevalier will hit sixth and play right field. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, John DeSeo, who's usually the catcher. Pitching and batting eighth, Cole Finnegan. And bringing up the tail end of the batting order, hitting in the number 9 spot, is the left fielder, Sam Onesian. Donnell Leon will lead it off. Down and in for a ball. The catcher, Manny Vega, was chasing the ball. The coach just told him, let it go. And there'll be people, next hitter or coach will chase down the ball. The ball's behind the plate. Hit foul. Off to the right side. People are bundled up in the stands. It all of a sudden, doing softball yesterday, it was in the 80s. It was warm. And all of a sudden today, it's like probably in the 50s. And it feels like the 40s with the wind blowing. Hit in the air, slicing down the left field line. It's going to slice foul. I'm looking at the picnic area down behind third base. They put balloons up for senior night. The balloons are flying all over the place with the wind blowing them around. Actually stepped over that pitch. Oshin Murba is outstanding for Classical. He's in uniform. He's not a player. He's like a mascot. Swing and a miss for strike 3. He huddles with the team. He high-fives everybody. He chases foul balls. He's a big part of the Classical team. He's not a member. He doesn't play. But they love to have him around. TJ Walsh, basketball player as well. I can imagine what it's going to be like here tonight at Frazier Field when English plays. Because it is cold right now. We're lucky we in the press box and get a little bit of hit foul back. Hit foul past third base. Walsh thought he had an infield hit. When he got to first base, then they called him back, told him it was foul. Hit foul again. Mike Sukowski, the head guy for Classical, Ricky Mayette, they're related family members. They've been together for a long time. This year they added a couple more assistants. Jay Regato and Patrick Whalen. Almost fell down rolling toward first base with that pitch was Victor Murillo. I forgot to mention Victor Murillo was the pitcher. Hit in the left field for a base hit. Walsh gets the first hit. Classical has the first base runner. The runner takes off easily in at second base. Ryan Duggan, the catcher, is the hitter. We got a couple of other fans that get here every day. They line up on the wire. The two birds sitting there found a perch. Get to watch the games. Don't have to buy a ticket. They're there almost every game. They love Frazier Field. 3-1 the count to Duggan. Crowds here, all the parents and family here for senior night. Pop foul back up in the seats. And the count goes full. Hit in the center field for a base hit. The run will score easily. Duggan gets a base hit and an RBI. Classical gets on the board first. Ben Marciano, the first baseman, will be the hitter. And he steals second base. He slides head first in the second. I don't know why. Hit foul to the backstop. As the pitch was coming in, the coach was walking out to the mound. Ricky Mayette's bringing baseballs out to the umpire. Ricky Mayette's got a long run to get out to the umpire, and the coach now bringing everybody in. I have no idea what's going on at Manning Field. They got chairs down. I don't know if it's a graduation. They've got people sitting in chairs in the end zone away from the scoreboard. They've got other people up near midfield. They've got other people up closer to the scoreboard. They spread them out over there. It's not a practice or a game, but they spread chairs out, sitting down. So I have no idea. It's used for so many functions and happenings that we never know what's going on. Coach giving hugs to everybody. He's a really nice guy. He loves these kids. You gotta love these kids to go through what he's going through. This is his 4th year. And they haven't been really competitive at all. As I mentioned before, they only have 1 win. They're trying to keep Duggan close at second base. And they throw over again. Way inside for a ball. Slicing it to right field. Hooks foul. And we got a foot race to see who's going to go get the baseball. Sam Hoanesian wins the race. He's out there chasing it down the right field. Bounces off the catcher. So I don't know what happened to the second umpire. Hit to short, and they don't throw it. They fielded it, but they didn't make the throw. So it's an infield hit for Marciano. Duggan will go to third, first and third for the moment. Ben B.A., the second baseman, will be the hitter. Newly renovated Frazier Field. Everything you see out there is turf. Third stolen base as Marciano goes to second base. Nice stop by the catcher Vega. That was ticketed for the backstop. In for a strike. Umpire's got a job and a half calling balls and strikes from 5 or 10 feet behind the pitcher. Chelsea pulls their infield in. Ethan Chevalier is the on-deck hitter. And it goes to the backstop. The run will score. BA draws a walk. First and third, and they're going to take off and go to second. They didn't wait for the pitch. They just took off with nobody covering second base. So second and third again with one out. So after a strikeout, 3 hits and a walk, had brought 2 in. Swing and a miss by Chevalier, the right fielder for the Rams. Nice stop again by Vega, the catcher. Top foul. Ricky Mayette making the play, the coach. It's cold. The umpire's keeping his hands in his pocket. Hit the shot. Nice play by the shortstop Rivera. Throws Chevalier out for the second out. He'll get an RBI. BA moves over to third as Marciano scores the third run. In for a strike. John DeSea, usually the catcher. He's at shortstop. As Mike Sikowski's getting most of the seniors, he's got more than 9. Line off the second baseman's glove. Looked like he might have a play. He had to go over to his right. He got a piece of it, knocked it down. DeSea will get a base hit and RBI. He goes to second when the first was thrown away. Cole Finnegan, the pitcher, will be the 8th hitter in the inning. Hits it foul. He stepped back, picked that one off his head. The runner just walks to third base. He was almost at third base before the pitcher made the pitch. To say it was just dancing all over the place. Shortstop, second baseman, nowhere near second base. So he got way off the bag. He just walked to third. He stopped again by the catcher Vega. Up and away. Line shot, foul. He got way out in front. He hit it well, but got out in front and pulled it well foul. So the count goes full, 3-2. Hit the shot. Another nice play by Rivera, the left-handed shortstop. So Glasgow sends 8 of their 9 to the plate. 4 of them score, and they grab a quick 4-0 lead over Chelsea at the end of 1. 4, 5, and 6 for Chelsea as Cole Finnegan will start his second inning. In for a strike. Xavier Santiago, the first baseman, will be the hitter. Ducks away from that one high and inside. Down and away. 2-1 the count. Again, I don't know what's going on at Miller Field. I don't think it was a tent. I think it was like a makeshift blanket or multicolor up over everything out of play. They were flipping a multicolored, some kind of flag or hit the second base. Bobbled, but they got plenty of time to make the play. The A makes the play over to Marciano. One up, one down. Greendahl Oliva, the second baseman, is the hitter. In for a strike. I don't know the last time I saw a game where the umpire had his hands in his pockets, but it's that cold. And he's all by himself. Hit foul, scattered the fans over there behind the Glasgow dugout. Woke the fans up. Chris Warren came away with it. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Finnegan. Victor Murillo, the pitcher, will be the hitter. Throws right, bats left. Hit out of play. Threw it behind him. He had to duck out of the way. He almost had to become a right-handed hitter to get out of the way of that one. That was just a little bit inside. Almost looked like it hit him. Swing and a miss. And we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Inning number 2. And 2 more strikeouts. 4 in the first 2 innings. Finnegan has retired 6 in a row. Glasgow will have 9-1-2 as we start the bottom of the second inning. Sam Hohenesian didn't hit in the first inning. All he did was chase foul balls through the first inning. He'll get the hit, start it off. He's the left fielder for the Rams. Yeoman work by the umpire. Yep, get here. They were waiting to see if the other umpire was going to show up. And when they finally realized he was not, they just said, well, let's get going. And he didn't bring a mask, so he's out behind the pitcher calling balls and strikes. Chelsea has just enough. They get 10 players using an extra hitter. So Sam Owenesian back to the top of the order. Donnell Leon and TJ Walsh. Both parking lots filled with all these people over at Manning and here at Fraser. Hit to center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. So the first hitter for Glasgow reaches here in the second inning. Donnell Leon leading off the bottom of the first, struck out swinging. Easily back at first base is Owenesian on that throw over. Take the pitch for a strike. Again, head first dive into second base. There's no throw being made. Hope they get hurt diving into second base for no reason at all. Nice stop again by Vega. He's getting a workout behind the plate. Off the catcher, that'll move the runner up. So a runner at third with nobody out. Classical leading at 4-0 as we're in the bottom of the second inning. High for a ball. Nice stop again by Vega, ball 4. Leon draws a walk. He'll be at first momentarily. 5 stolen bases by Classical. TJ Wallace got a base hit, stole a base and scored the first run in that 4-run first inning. And Leon did. I thought Leon would go on the first pitch. Where that wind is really picking up. Way up and in. So I think Mike Sikowski has called off the dogs as far as stealing bases are concerned. And as they say that, Leon steals the base. They throw it away at home. They had the play, and they throw it away. Too patient. Sanchez made a nice play, stopped it, had the play, had the runner from third dead, and he just threw it way wide to the first base side. The run scored, second and third, nobody out for Ryan Duggan, who singled in a run and scored a run. 1 for 1 with an RBI and a run scored. Vega gets a glove on and keeps it close to the plate so the runner doesn't score. Chelsea squeezes into the infield. Line drive into right field for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. They throw the ball home anyway. The runner will go to second. Duggan gets his second hit. He gets 2 more RBI. On the throw, Duggan goes to second base. Ben Marciano singled and scored in the first. Off the catcher. Duggan scoots over to third. It gets away, the run's going to score easily. So the first 4 hitters in the second inning have scored. Makes it 8-0. Joe. Hit foul off the backstop. Hit foul again. Hit in the air to right field. Nice job by Perez out in right field making the play for the first out. Bevier drew a walk and scored a run in the first inning. To the backstop. And again, the catcher chasing the ball, and the coach says, don't do that. He'll be a tired young man by the end of the game. In for a strike. One the count. Hit to third. It goes in the dirt, on the turf. And scooting it to second is Ben PA. So another infield error. Ethan Chevalier grounded out short to first, getting an RBI. Foul to the backstop. Murillo was ready, then he stepped off. That one goes to the backstop. That'll put PA at third. Again, Vega getting a workout behind the plate. Hit by the second baseman into right field. Chevalier gets another RBI. John DeSaya singled in a run. His one trip. In for a strike. Solid shot past third base. He hit the second with a double as Saya. Solid shot just inside the left field line. He's got his second hit. Cole Finnegan, the pitcher, will be the 9th hitter in the inning. Up and in for a ball. Waves at that pitch. That was up and in too. Got a piece into Vega's glove. And it goes 1-2. Hit in the air behind first base. It's going to drop for a base hit. In with a double. Back-to-back doubles. Finnegan helps himself with 2 RBI. Seven of the 9 players in the batting order have scored. Finnegan would be 8 if he can score from second base. The only non-scorer was Ben Marciano, who flied out to right field. Another conference on the mound with Chelsea. Sanchez is the new pitcher as the ball is hit to the second baseman. Owenesian, who started the inning with a base hit. Makes the second out. Darnell Leon struck out. He walked in this inning and scored a run. He's up for the second time. Down and in for a ball. So Sanchez goes to the mound. Murillo goes to third base. Nice pick by Vega on a pitch down and in. Leon walks for the second time in this inning. TJ Walsh reached on an infield error, scored a run in this inning. He singled and scored a run in the first inning. Hit in the right field for a base hit. Waltz on base for the third time, gets an RBI. Eight of the 9 hitters have scored. Ryan Duggan hit single twice, knocked in 3 and scored 2. He's the 13th hitter in this inning. Ben Marciano was the on-deck hitter. That's going to drop in left center field. Gets between everybody. Duggan gets his 3rd hit. This one's a double. He gets his 4th RBI. They hold the runner up at 3rd. He could have scored. In for a strike. Ben Marciano singled and scored. He's the only hitter in this inning that hasn't scored a run. He flied out to right field. Leon has scored twice. He's the 14th hitter in his 2nd inning. Way inside. Missing inside. Glasgow will play here tomorrow against Masconomet. They were supposed to play yesterday here against Masconomet. Masconomet called and said they couldn't make it. They couldn't get a bus. Haciano draws a walk. 3rd walk in the inning. And that's just going to end the inning. They're going to change places, with Clausel scoring 9 in the inning. So we'll move into the top of the 3rd with Clausel with a baker's dozen, 13, shutting out Chelsea at the end of 2. Nash Aquino, the left fielder, will lead it off in the 3rd. So I guess after you score 9 runs, you just don't bother with the 3rd out. Swing and a miss. I feel like I'm dressed for quantity doing a hockey game. High and tight. Swings and misses. The count goes full. waves at that pitch. 5 strikeouts. For Cole Finnegan, he comes back after being behind, gets the strikeout. That's the second inning he started with a strikeout. Leo Perez, the right fielder, is the hitter. In for a strike. In for a strike. Evens the count at 2. Just missed outside. Count goes full. That's ball 4, the first base runner. Finnegan had retired 7 in a row. 5 of them by strikeout. Chelsea has their first base runner. Jeff Meza, he's the extra hitter. He's hitting for Manny Vega, the catcher. In for a strike. It in the air. Second baseman makes the play. Safe at first base. BA went back over his shoulder, made the catch. Looked like it was going to be a base hit. Perez had to hustle back to first. He thought it was going to be a base hit too. And this is Manny Vega, the catcher who was being hit for, is now hitting. I still don't know how they do this with the batting orders. Throws left, bats left. Hit the second base. First baseman Marciano almost didn't get back to the bag. PA finally flipped it to him. They get the third out. So Chelsea is down in the third. They get their first base runner with the walk. First inning that Finnegan didn't strike out a batter. We'll move into the bottom half of the third. Sanchez will start an inning for the first time on the mound. And if Glasgow gets 2 runs, Chelsea will have 1 more at bat in the inning. And this game will be history. So Vega is not going to catch. He hit. but he's going to be out of the game. You wonder how cold it is. The pitcher Sanchez is pitching with a hood on under his hat. Eli Rivera was the shortstop. Vega, the catcher, hit for him. And now we're going to have a left-handed catcher replaced by a left-handed catcher. So we won't have a left-handed shortstop anymore. So we're having all kinds of firsts here. Look at the outfield. I think it's Malden coming in. Usually the buses and everybody are extremely late getting to the park because of bus problems. BA hits it on the ground, and they throw it away at first base. Reaches on the error. Ethan Chevalier grounded out short to first, getting an RBI, singled in an RBI, and scored a run. So he scored one, knocked in two, and he's 1 for 2. And he got hit in the middle of the back. So first and second with nobody out. And now it's going to be second and third. Bad enough playing here with the sun out, blue sky, but ice cold. But Malden coming in, looking, saying, why do I have to play tonight? It's going to be freezing. Now we got a trip out to the mound. If these two runs scored and Chelsea doesn't score in the fourth, the game would be over. The mercy rule would kick in. John DeSayer has singled in a run, doubled and scored, so he's 2 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. The brave Classical parents and friends have stayed in this bitterly cold night in a game that's been decided a long time ago. We mentioned the coach for Chelsea, outstanding young man. He wanted to come. He knew it was senior night for Classical. He wanted to come and have his Chelsea team congratulate Classical. He asked if they would let, if he would let the team go. a little bit early, and he couldn't get permission. Deshay gets another RBI with the line drive to left. Cole Finnegan grounded a shot, doubled in 2 runs and scored. That's Rivera just slapping that one, bounced in front of him. He just slapped it and kept it in front of him. Hit to third. And drag him off the bag. Another error. Chevalier moved over to third. Sam Owenesian singled and scored, popped to the second baseman. All the way to the backstop. The runner doesn't score. That's the run that could win the game. I think it's Ricky Mayette now coaching third base. Mike Sikorski taking a time off. Hit the shot. They get 1, they don't get 2. So 2 away with a runner at first. Here, over the right fielder's head. That was Brady Warren pinch hitting. He gets a double. They hold Owenesian up at third. Christian Spates will be the hitter. In for a strike. Warren hit that a long way to right field. Two quick strikes. Chop to third. They're going to have to hurry. And they get him. So they get the 2 runs. They do it with 1 hit, and the 1 hit didn't really do anything. The 1 hit was left at second base. And Chelsea is down to their last 3 outs. I believe this would be a mercy rule win if they can get out of here and get Chelsea out in this 4th inning, as it's 15-0 at the end of 3. LCHS, who's now the pitcher, he throws right, bats left. Glasgow's going to pick up their 15th win. They're going to pick up 13 in a row. I thought this was Sanchez, but it's not. In for a strike. Sanchez is on deck. This is Rivera. Rivera draws a walk. I guess they just hit 10. In the third inning, because it looked like Vega, the catcher, was hitting for Rivera, the shortstop, and Rivera, the shortstop, went in to catch. Sanchez is grounded a short. I'm not sure why he's worried about the runner at first with a 15-0 lead. It goes to the backstop. Well, Chelsea has their first runner in scoring position. Hit slowly to second base. They'll get the out at first, but the runner moves over to third. Chelsea's on the verge of extending the game. You read Rodriguez, the center fielder, struck out swinging. Off the shortstop. They make the play at first. Chelsea gets on the board. So the walk hurt, the walk, the wild pitch, ground ball, ground ball. It's now 15-1. Hit in the air, a right long run, can't get there. It goes into that grassy knoll behind first base. Everybody, first base, second base, right field, everybody chasing it. Wide for a ball. Swing and a miss. Hit in the air to left field. Starting back, now coming on. Owenesian makes the play. I'm waiting to see if they come out in the field. Chelsea got the run. Should extend the game. Everybody hesitating. So we are. We're going to go into the bottom of the fourth as Chelsea's run extends it. So it's 15-1 going into the bottom of the fourth. Mike Sikowski getting more of his seniors in the game. This is Kevin Whalen pinch hitting. Hit in here behind second base. Can't get it. It drops. Looked like it was floating away from him. Whalen gets a base hit. Bet Marciano will be the hitter. He singled and scored, fly to right, and walked. Whalen diving back at first on a quick throw over. He almost threw that away. Now it looks like we're going to get a pinch runner. Rocky Brea is going to run. Off to catch his glove. Brea thought about it and then went back. Swing and a miss. They throw it down the first. Brea was back easily. Yeah, he almost threw it away again. Again, I'm not sure why you're worried. 15-1 while you're throwing over to first base. Again, the shortstop just slapping at those pitches in the dirt. Two the count. Hit. And nice stretch by the first baseman. That throws off to the right field side. Brea moves over to second base. Ben Bea has walked, reached on an error. All three times he got on, he scored. So he's 0 for 2 with a walk and 3 runs scored. Slap by the catcher. Klaskel's not running. They stay at second base. We'd like to see him run because that would be the winning run. He got hit for the second time. Oh, excuse me, BA got hit. Second hit batsman. I was just looking at Chevalier on deck. He got hit by a pitch his last time. Chevalier was grounded to short, singled, got hit by a pitch. He scored 2 and knocked in 2. Now we're going to get a pinch hitter. It's not a pinch hitter. The wrong hitter was up at the plate. They almost batted out of order. Desea was getting up to hit, and he bats after Chevalier, so they almost batted out of order. In for a strike. Hit to right field. It bounces in for a base hit. Everybody had to wait to see if the ball would be caught. So the bases are loaded for John Desea, who has singled, doubled, and lined out to the left fielder. He's knocked in 2 and scored a run. They bring the infield in, trying to cut off what would be the winning run. In for a strike. Bases loaded with 1 out. One ball, 1 strike. Way up and in. 2 on the count. That would have brought the winning run in, but they're not running. But the count goes 3-1. I'm not sure why you wouldn't just run now and get it over with. Three and two. Cole Finnegan, the pitcher, on deck. Hit to the shortstop. And Desea's going to get the RBI. They don't make a play anyplace. Briere running for Whalen, who started the inning with a hit, scores the run to make it 16-1. Classical mercy rules Chelsea, they'll make it 15-1, 14 in a row. They stay undefeated in the Greater Boston League. Cole Finnegan pitches a 4-inning no-hitter, struck out 4, walked 2, one of them scored that helped extend the inning to the bottom of the 4th. Classical got it going, scored 4 in the first, 9 in the second, 2 in the 4th, and they get the winning run, the 1 run to make it 16 in the 4th. For Classical, Leon walked twice, scored twice. Brady Warren pinching for him, got a double. TJ Walsh had a single, Reese on an error, singled, scored 2, knocked in a run. Ryan Duggan had 2 singles and a double, knocked in 4, scored 2. Kevin Whalen hitting for him, got a base hit. And Roki Brea running for Whalen, scored the run to win the game. Ben Marciano had a single and a walk, scored a run. Ben Biea had a walk, reached on an error twice, got hit by a pitch. He was on base 4 times, scored 3. Ethan Chevalier had a single, got hit by a pitch, had a base hit, knocked in 2, scored 2. John DeSaya had 2 singles, a double, lined out to left field, had 3 RBI and scored a run. Cole Finnegan was on base twice. He had a double, knocking in 2, scoring a run, reached on an error. Sam Oanesian singled, reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run. Everybody getting involved. All the seniors played. Senior night is big for Classical as they put 16 on the board, and a 4-run mercy rule gets Chelsea. Can't get their second win. Classical will go to 15-1, make it 14 in a row, and they stay on top in the Greater Boston League. So a 4-run no-hitter by Cole Finnegan keeps Classical in first place in the Greater Boston League. As they keep it going, they win it mercy rule 16-1 over Chelsea. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.